Lauren, I have to say, I have notes that I'm going to refer to because this is not my wheelhouse by any means.
Absolutely okay. There's going to be a lot of acronyms thrown out here, so notes are a good thing.
Okay, so if anyone wants to grab a pen or paper or their phone, just follow along here. Okay, so let's start with first-time home buyers. Where can they hold their down payment for starters?
Okay, we're going to do a high-level first home savings account and RRSP Homebuyers plan. If you have buying a home on your horizon, I recommend reaching out to a mortgage broker sooner rather than later, so that you can have a chance to understand what these products are with a little bit more fine detail and figure out which one's the best strategy for you, because they all have their own set of rules and they're applicable in different ways. But the first home savings account will be the one we'll cover first.
Okay. Do you want to take us through it? Take us through
I'll
it.
take you through
Ready.
it. So FHSA, or your first home savings account, is a tax-deferred account. So it's a registered account where when you make a deposit into the account, it's going to reduce your taxable income for that year. So if I put $5,000 in, I'm going to be taxed on $5,000 less than I would normally be taxed on. So it's going to save you money, similar to putting money in your RSP. The rules with this one are it's intended for first-time home buyers only. You have 15 years from the date that you open it, or from the year that you open it, to be able to use it towards your first home. You can contribute up to $8,000 a year to a lifetime maximum of $40,000. And what's great about this program is when you make a withdrawal to use toward a down payment on your first house, you don't have to repay it like you would have to repay it when you take a loan from your RRSP.
That sounds like that sounds great.
It is great.
Okay, is there a downside?
For sure, there's going to be some downsides. You do have to use it. If you're unable to use it in the 15 years, then the money that's in your FHSA has to be transferred into your RRSP. And if you don't have space in your RRSP, then you have to take it back as taxable income. So there's some things to be a little bit delicate and careful about, but there is a lot of upside.
Okay. What's the next one? Which other one do you want to talk about? Again, I have notes here. I'm just going to there. Do you want to talk about RRSPs?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. So
take us there.
Let's go there. Okay, we're going to go to another acronym. So an RRSP is your Registered Retirement Savings Plan. This is a brokerage account that you would use to make an investment toward your retirement. Inside of the RRSP, there's a program that exists called the Homebuyers Plan. It has an acronym, but I'll leave that one out. The Homebuyers Plan, and that's also intended for first-time homebuyers or someone who hasn't owned a home in many calendar years. I think it's 4 calendar years. What's great about that is, again, inside your RRSP, you get tax deferment. So that means that you're going to save money now on the money you invest into your RRSP, and you'll pay tax later when you withdraw. In your RRSP, you can make a withdrawal of up to $35,000 toward your down payment on your home. You can combine that with FHSA, and should you have $75,000 between them,
lying around,
then you can apply that towards your first down payment and combine it with a partner. The challenge with this one is you have to pay it back within 15 years of making that withdrawal. So as you make deposits into your RSP over the years, you're not necessarily going to get all of that tax deferment until it's totally paid back.
Okay.
So there's some more stickiness around the tax part of that.
Right.
But again, that's why you really want to work with a mortgage broker, talk to your realtor about it, about how do I make a plan, talk to your advisor, how do I make a plan for making sure that I don't get hit with a penalty down the road.
On that note, I want to talk about the tax-free savings account. Are people using that for holding those down payments?
Actually, the Canadian Association for Financial Empowerment just released some joint research that showed that 15% of new homebuyers last year used their TFSA, or their tax-free savings account, toward their down payment, and 27% of intenders, so those who are expecting to buy a house in the next year or two, plan to use their TFSA. And that's because the TFSA is tax efficient, so you don't get a deduction when you put money in, but it can grow and you can withdraw tax-free. So it has a little bit more flexibility, and those who are actually buying a house right now are in an earning bracket, typically first-time home buyers are in an earning bracket where the TFSA is a great choice.
Okay. Okay. And I know there's a lot of talk about TFSAs, and we're actually going to be talking about that next month. So the acronyms, those are the acronyms that we'll focus on for now. Lauren, this has been really helpful. Again, a lot of details with this, and like you say, like the best thing to do is to talk to your mortgage broker, your real estate agent as early as possible, so you kind of get the lay of the land, hey?
Yeah, if you want to buy a house next spring, reach out to a broker in the fall and make a plan, because that'll help with your approval process, understanding where your money is going to come from, what combination makes the most sense for you, and then just some familiarity with all of these programs and all of these letters.
Yeah, I know. Acronyms, not always our best friend, right?
Yeah, the financial industry is nothing but acronyms.
Well, that's why we have you to explain them to us. Thank you so much.
My pleasure.